Good morning and happy Monday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. So this morning, when I got up, I went through my little routine and I was sitting in my chair and I was just scrolling on social media. First thing, scrolling. And I can't help but hear the same thing in different versions over and over and over again. And I thought, yeah, okay, I'm seeing this. So I want to share something. If you have two people that come together, they're having a conversation. One person looks down and out, really stressed, feeling depleted and defeated. And the other person's sitting there and feeling pretty optimistic about life, just flowing with it. So one person says, "Isn't it a beautiful day?" The other person says, yeah, it's okay. Whatever. They're all the same. Same day, different shit. So then the other person says, "You seem troubled. What's going on?" Life is always working out for you. So what's going on in your life? How could you say that? I just told you. I just told you. Same shit, different day. How could you say that life is always working out for me? My life sucks. Nothing goes right. I'm always miserable. I just don't even know where to turn anymore. How can you say that life is always working out for us? I remember hearing how life was always working out for me and how God loved me unconditionally. And I used to think, well, there's definitely something wrong with me. Isn't that the way of it, though? When things don't go right, sometimes we think either the whole world is wrong or we're just not good. Maybe God don't love us, Maybe we've just sinned too much, Well, look, everything works out for us. And we are unconditionally loved, despite what you've been told. We've been told all kind of things. We've been told that we were sinful little creatures upon entering earth, that we were just horrible, born in original sin. Bullshit. That was a lie. We were told all kind of horrible things, to keep us numb and dumb, to keep us frustrated and agonizing over things. And then when things didn't work out, we would think something was wrong with us. Or the way I used to feel was the devil's riding my back. I must be doing something right because I've pissed off that old devil. Yeah. And I was involved in ministry here and there, write gospel songs. Now I am not knocking any of the religions you choose to be in. That's your choice. Listen, I was really fully immersed in a lot of it for a long time. Yeah. And God, source of all that is, and my team worked with me right where I was. So I'm not knocking anything because I feel like no matter where you are, if your heart and mind is open, you can move forward. So this person, say, is looking at me and I'm saying, look, everything works out for you. No, you don't know, God hates me. Isn't that the way of it? We either think the devil's riding our tail and try to consume us, and then we start questioning us. Are we demon possessed? Or so-and-so is saying that I got a demon and I'm delusional and I'm evil. Or maybe God just hates me, Look, all that is a bunch of crap. All right, it's all a bunch of crap. I'm here to tell you, you came in here a beautiful, powerful soul. You did. Yes, and you are this beautiful, powerful soul. The only thing is, a lot of us don't know it. A lot of us feel depleted. Our life is in the shitter, okay? But look, I'm telling you that your perception of the whole thing might be a little twisted. You might have your hose a little kinked up. You don't have that natural flow of all the beautiful and wonderful things that are due to you. But you got to unkink that hose. So, how do you unkink the hose? You change your perception of the way things are, okay? You, powerful, beautiful soul, came in here with a plan. A plan, a theme to explore. And some would say, well, I don't agree with that because I would have never chosen that. Well, as the human in your linear thinking would observe the way things are, well, no, you'd think I would never choose this. But as the powerful soul wanting to explore and evolve, you would choose the very thing that you chose. So, moving on. You chose everything. You chose your gender. You chose your parents. You chose your body, your identity, if you will. You chose where you would be born in the world. You chose it all. And you came in here knowing that you had an amazing, amazing guidance system. People would show up on your path. I know I keep saying it, but I'm telling you it's true. People are going to show up on your path and mirror where you are. This was not to condemn you or destroy you or tell you you're bad. No, this was to help you course correct. Why? Because if you were struggling with something and saying, whatever it might be, a bad belief about yourself, because it's always about you. It's always about you. People in your reality will mirror you. What does that mean, mirror you? They'll show you where you're at in your belief system about you, about the way things are and how you relate to the world. So if you've got someone showing up in your world that's not treating you so wonderful, not loving you the way you deserve to be treated, most times we chalk it off as they were a horrible person. We take no accountability for us showing up in that situation. It's important to take responsibility and accountability in every situation. Why? Because you attracted it some kind of way with your beliefs. Yeah. And I know you say, well, no, my argument used to be, why do I attract men who are just cruel, use a lot of substances? Why do I attract this? Why? And I chalked it off as they were just bad. They were just bad. My grandmother used to call me a shit magnet. Yeah. But seriously, think about it. I used to look at them like they were bad. They were bad. But every relationship I got into, they didn't show me that part of them right away. No, but it popped up and I'm thinking, my God, I started looking at myself like I just totally didn't see that coming. And look at the choices I'm making in life. I am so bad. There's something wrong with me. Yeah. So what happened? I decided, well, I'm not going to be bothered with relationships. No, I'm just going to stay by myself. Well, then other people, family members, friends, different situations, circumstances started to go to shit. And I'm like, I just can't win. Well, no, I was looking at it all wrong. I was looking at it all wrong. People will show up in your life to show you where you're at, to help you course correct. Yes. I remember saying and hearing a lot of people say the same thing. I just gave all I could of myself. I put myself last. I did everything. I was a good wife, or I was a good girlfriend, and my house was clean and I cooked. I never said no in the bed. I did everything the way I thought I was supposed to do it. totally abandoned myself, totally did not look at my needs and my wants and my emotions or feelings. But here I was attracting all these men who treated me the same way. So what was my deal? All these people showed up in my life because they mirrored something that I was lacking in myself. Now, until the day comes when you take accountability, they keep showing up. And you don't have to go through this long, arduous, process. You don't have to. You can recognize it and say, okay, I get it now. I will never forget. Never forget the day that I realized, oh my God, it's me. I'm doing this because you are. You are. This is part of your guidance system. And let me tell you, until you recognize that everywhere you go, there you are, until you recognize that, you keep going through different situations and people in your life, always pointing the finger, it's them. They were bad. They were wrong. They treated me terribly. It was all their fault. I did everything I could. So what happens? That opportunity for you to grow, to recognize it was something about yourself, goes. So what do? You move along to the next person or situation in your life. And what happens? It keeps repeating. And for me, it kept repeating. And I kept ignoring all the signals I didn't know. I didn't know this was my guidance system. So what happened? I chalked it off as, well, this is my life, I guess. This is my life. And I would have my team saying different little things to me. And I just kept plugging along. I never gave up. And I never will. I never will. I never gave up on learning and accepting and being open to what they had to teach me. So what happened? I figured, okay, I stayed by myself for quite a long time, learning, exploring myself, and being open to the teachings, following the little synchronicities along the way, because listen, we all have synchronicities. It's not just the good ones. Everything pops up showing you, here's where you are on your path. And I followed all that path. Yeah. So I realized at that point my body was failing. I had hip and back issues. And then it dawned on me one day, and it didn't dawn on me, they were impressing on me, and I followed the synchronicities of how your emotions, unresolved negative emotions, will set in your body. They will camp out in your body because energy does not die. It doesn't die. Now you'd say, oh, it's all the FDA's problem and it's the government and it's their fault. No. You have unresolved emotions, negative emotions, setting up camp in your body. You have this beautiful, beautiful guidance system, people, situations showing up to help you course correct. Emotions popping up, saying, look, you don't feel good about this. Fix this. You're not feeling good about this relationship. What are you going to do about it? You're not feeling good about this job. You hate this job. Why do you keep showing up? Why don't you find another job? Your back is killing you. Your stomach is just horrible, and you keep taking stuff to try to fix it. Look, the lesson gets louder until it's learned. Yes, take accountability for showing up. You're not a bad individual. This is your guidance system helping you course correct. I heard some people say, oh, it's because you're making better choices. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you start loving and caring about yourself, you have boundaries up. So what happens? Your outer world reflects your inner world. As within, so without. Are you judging people along the way? telling yourself, well, they shouldn't be doing that, or they're just wrong. Oh, there's something in you're not happy with. Let's take accountability for where we are. Take a look around you. What is going on in your world? It's not the devil on your back. It's not God punishing you, because that's not how it works. You are unconditionally loved. Nothing breaks my heart more when I hear people say, oh, we're just worthless rags. We should be so grateful that we are even allowed to breathe. My God. It hurts me for these people. And I think, well, Nikki, that's where they are on their path. That's where they are. So I can't judge them. But it just breaks my heart, because I remember feeling that way. Not to that extent, maybe. But I did think, well, I'm just broken. Yeah, I'm broken. You're not broken. You came in with a guidance system. It's an amazing tool. Yes, people showing up, circumstances, situations presented to you in your path to help you course correct, so that you can sit back and examine your beliefs about yourself. Because I say yourself, because when you start judging everything from the people in your life to the way they live to your governments or whatever, that is energy you're projecting. Yeah, that's energy you're projecting outward. Why, though? There's something not sitting right in here. It all is you. Everybody around you is a version of you and your thinking. And that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. So you think, okay, so my life sucks right now. So what should I do? What should I do? Sit down. Talk to the source of all that is, / God. Talk to your spirit team. Okay, I understand that maybe I'm seeing things in an awkward way. I want my life to change. The desire is there. You're not content with the way your life is. Do you give up? Or do you put that intent out? I want better. I want better. I want to be free. I want to be free of all this anguish and pain in my life. Help me. Now, if you're looking for a magic pill, there's no magic pill. No, there's no magic pill. But what there is a desire for change. Yes, that's why these things show up anyway, because it's saying, hey, you're not happy on this path. You're not happy with this person. You're not happy with this job. You're not happy with this. Maybe you should take a look. And listen, I've been challenged with this before. Well, I believe that if you're in a relationship and you're committed, you're going to just hang in there and do what you got to do. Well, hey, you know what? That works a lot of times. That works a lot of times. You have two people that come together and work together. Both people are willing and open to change. Yes. But when it's one-sided, it doesn't work. If you've got one person refusing to change their beliefs about things, the other one is desperately trying to change, and then this other one that's desperately trying to change is trying to get that person to change. When it's like that, it's time to get to stepping. Yeah. But do you blame that person for being, oh, they are this and they are that? No. No. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up in my life. And move on. Let's take accountability. Let's put down our judgments and our competition. Oh, well, look what I have in life. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. No. You look at you. You look at you. Everybody is where they are at because that's where they are at. You have a problem with people having a lot of money? It's none of your business. It's none of your business. You're not supposed to be calling them arrogant and idiots and they are this and they are that. That's their path. If that's where they are at on their path, let them be on their path. You don't like somebody's lifestyle, it's not your own. Mind your business. Live yours. Figure out you. Figure out your lifestyle. You don't like the way people live. You don't like this about them, the way they dress, the way they think, the way they worship, the way they do. Mind your business. Mind your business. Tend to you because you are creating everything around you. Yeah. Sound silly? Well, I'm telling you, you're a beautiful, powerful soul. You are creating your reality either consciously or not. It's your guidance system. Everything works out for you. You attract where you are at. No exceptions. No exceptions. None. You can't hide from your frequency. It's there. Everywhere you go, there you are. I don't care what man or woman you go through, how many you go through, where you live, what country you're in, what state you're in. I don't care where you are. You're giving off that frequency. Your guidance system is kicking in 24/7. 24/7. I promise. Yeah. Doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you a bad person. Remember that. You think, oh, I can't do anything right. Yes, you can. You're doing it all the time. You're doing it all the time. Just look at it for what it is. It is your guidance system. It's your guidance system, just letting you know where you're at. Not judging you. There's no devil on your back thinking, oh, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because I must be doing something right because the devil's riding me. No, false. No, it's all a process. Yes. We can go about it lightly. Some things are heavy, some pain and wounds that we need to address. But when you look at it from the point of view of, I chose a path in life, a theme to explore because I am a powerful soul and I wanted this for my soul's evolution. Okay, so I went through this and I went through that, and here I am as an adult still struggling. Maybe I need to address how I'm feeling, my beliefs about what I'm feeling, and move forward. Are they fear? Are they fear-based? Are they negative? Are they telling you they're just horrible people and you're just a bad person? Take a look at it. Grow. Grow from it. Examine your thoughts. Know that you are a powerful, beautiful soul. Everybody, powerful, beautiful soul. Nobody is exempt. And you came here to explore. Now, explore your thoughts, your beliefs, what's going on with your emotions. It's not a good place. It's not a good place. It doesn't feel good. You're supposed to feel good. Knowing that you're supposed to feel good and you don't says, okay, something's off. I need to course correct. And you think, well, I've been this way all my life. Yeah. Time to course correct. It's not as difficult as one would make it. We tend to label everything that is unknown as difficult. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can be just recognizing what it is and saying, you know what? Okay, I see this now. Yeah, all right. Okay, I don't have to feel this way about that, or I don't have to do this, or keep continuing to deplete myself. Yes, absolutely. Your outer world will change when your inner world changes. It's all about you. Yeah, your world, people around you, everything is about you. Everything reflects you. Okay, I guess that's what I want to say about that. I believe we can all do this if we want to. You have free will. Human being you are, you have free will. You can change things up anytime you want to. You got to want to. Well, I hope you're going to enjoy your day. It is beautiful out there. The sun come peeking through my blinds this morning, hit me in the face, and I laid there and loved it. Yeah. Okay. I hope you enjoy your Monday. Get out there, put your feet in that grass, hug a tree, breathe deeply, be appreciative for your life, for your exploration. Yeah. My name is Nayoka Lynn. Enjoy your day. Namaste.